Marvel was trying to break into the Japanese market. They had been unsuccessfully trying to get the comics released in Japan, trying to get some movies or shows or animation done in Japan to break into the very hard nut to crack Japanese market. So Marvel entered a deal with Toei and they said, why don't we give you Spider-Man? And they made a Spider-Man live-action Japanese show where Spider-Man has a giant robot. And so Spider-Man became a big hit in Japan, that show. So they said, well, let's do a string of shows. And the next one they planned, they wanted to do a Japanese adaptation of the Avengers. And a lot of the ideas that they brought in weren't going to work. The only holdover from Marvel that actually ended up on the final show was an early Marvel character called Miss Marvel. So they do this show, it becomes Battle Fever J. It has nothing to do, but Marvel Comics Group is writing the copyright and the credits. That show proves a phenomenally successful 5-unit superhero team. They got a giant robot. It's the first Power Rangers show. Marvel produces 2 other series after that, and then their deal with Toei ends and they part ways. So they got the latest show from Japan. Bioman was already like 7 or 8 years old at the time, and they got Zyuranger, which became the first season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So you get these shows, the whole genre of Super Sentai explodes in Japan, becomes a yearly show from that point on, with Marvel influencing by adding giant robots. Saban comes in, adds their own flavor to it, and when it comes to the States, goes on Fox Kids, becomes a phenomenal hit, and then they start dictating the content to the Japanese shows. So the Japanese are starting to do tailor-made things at the bequest of Saban. So it's all so intertwined now. So there's so many Super Sentai shows in Japan being produced, a new one every year, that now Saban, when they first started, you know, they would adapt the newest one. Now they're choosing and picking. Now they're going like, this one, the theme is trains. Oh, ninjas, we'll do that one. So they have enough room to cherry pick now which shows they want to bring over here.